Hello everyone, my name's Harry, I work for Peabody, I am based in Hampton, Fulham. I co-run a programme that supports young people at risk of homelessness or who are homeless. So I'm doing a video today based on mental health as well, which I think is quite an important topic during the current COVID-19 lockdown crisis, especially when our usual methods for stimulus, for reflection, and anything that helps us feel good about ourselves may not be at hand to us anymore. We may not have those things anymore. So I'm going to talk today about self-reflection and actually provide a tool that you can use to positively self-reflect on your life, on your emotions, on your mental health, everything. And what I mean by reflection, of course, the physical aspect of it, when you want to reflect on your physical self, you look into a mirror. But I'm going to be talking about more emotional, mental, spiritual, psychological reflection. And this tool is really easy to use. It actually can be really fun as well. You can really make it your own. It's called the Tree of Life. You may have heard of it. Now, in this video, actually, you can follow me and do this at the same time if you like. I'm going to give you little cues so you can pause the video when you need to have a bit more time to think about it. But yeah, so this can be a really nice technique just to escape. If you're in an overcrowded housing and things like that, people are on top of you. It can be very easy to just feel frustrated all the time. When your experiences at home are actually quite negative, just trying to break free from the stress of every day at being at home must be quite difficult. So yeah, I'm just going to get started straight away, right? So, it's called a Tree of Life. Now, I apologise, I have not got the best technology for this kind of thing. I'm just using my phone, so apologies for the bad quality and the shakiness of it all. I'm literally going to be holding it as I do it, right? So, it's called the Tree of Life. Now, I will basically, first of all, draw a tree. Don't judge my drawing technique, please. I am not the drawer. Give yourself a little bit of space so you can write around it. Yeah. So this tree is your life, right? And we're basically going to break it down. Okay. So we're going to start with the roots, right? And now the roots are, the roots. Where have you come from? So where have you come from? Cool. So I'll talk a little bit myself, but I'm only going to give you a few examples and then you finish the rest, right? So, for example, I was born in London. Grew up in Watford. Okay, cool. I've always, we weren't rich, but we weren't poor. We had a house, but it was quite small, so just small house. Okay, cool. As a kid, I was very shy. Wouldn't really speak to a lot of people. I had friends, but I was still very, very shy. When I was 15, my parents were divorced. Cool. And yeah, these are just a few examples. Yeah. So write all the little bits. I mean, obviously people have had very eventful lives. Don't need to write an essay for this. Yeah. Just a few key points of what you think make you. All right. Cool. So, and remember, I always keep this positive as well. These bits, it doesn't matter. It's okay if you've come from like difficult circumstances because then it will get positive. But from now on, just think of the positives. Now, the trunk is, who are you now? So only positive words describe yourself. All right. So for me, for example, I believe that I'm caring. I believe that sometimes I'll be quite ambitious. I'm a good listener. And yeah, those are just a few examples. Obviously, pause the video here if you need a little bit more time for this. I want you to do at least 5 ways to describe yourself in a positive way. Yeah, at least 5, right? If you can't do it just yet and you're struggling to find things that are good about yourself, I promise you they are there. You just have to come back to it later on. Yeah, so cool. These are the ways you describe yourself. Now, the next is the branches. Okay. And your branches are dreams and aspirations. Right, so my dream at the moment is, I'll start with my personal life. So I want to at some point be married, have kids, have a house. You can be quite descriptive. You can say how many kids you want, what kind of house, where do you want to live, things like that. That's absolutely fine. Now, for my personal, I just want all my friends to be happy. All friends, family to be happy. Cool. Now, I'm also obsessed with climbing, right? So one of my dreams and aspirations is to get to, we call it level 10, all right? V10 in climbing. So climb V10 wall outside, yeah? Cool. Another thing, of course, I've mentioned to you that my job is working in homelessness. So I want to, at some point, change. I'm going to put HL for homeless policy. And all people to have secure housing. Cool. I mean, whatever you want. Some of you may say I want £1 million. Some of you say I want a 100k job, and that's it. I would like at some point. I'd love a 50k a year job. Fab. Cool. So, they are your branches for dreams. Dreams plus aspirations. And this is a little bit like doing one of those vision boards, right? But of course, vision boards, I'm not the most creative of people. It'd be quite difficult for me to do a vision board. This is a really good tool just to help me along. Pause the video here if you like to have a bit more time to answer these questions. These are just rough for me. They're not exactly what I want. But, you know, like really think about it. Yeah, really plan the future. Do some short-term ones, do some long-term ones. You can do maybe short-term ones starting here, long-term ones ending here. It's up to you, right? So